Hello guys and welcome to another stream. Tonight we're at BTCC round season 9 round 3 at Monza.
It's easy for you to say.
Haha, bum. So tonight we're at Monza, no chicane, or as I've seen recently, people calling it no chicken.
Monza no chicken.
Yeah, ably assisted again by Mr. Budgefett. Say hello, Budge.
Good evening. Hope you're all super well. How about
Definitely.
that?
Yeah, that's it. Made me look like I don't care.
Yeah.
I hope you're all well.
It's all about the viewer.
It is. CCC, hello Mew.
Mew.
So tonight we've got two racers in making their debuts this season. We've got Alan, who is on screen at this precise moment, and the other one, if I can find him, is Spooky Lukey. He's finally showing off his latest, I suppose, anime livery. So tonight's race, I did have it up but I've lost it again. Autodromo Nazionale Monza, 12 o'clock start time of day. Tyres choices are soft and medium. Tyre wears at ×4, and the tyre regulations are you must do 6 laps on medium minimum. Starting fuel is 80%. Fuel consumption ×3 with laps 24. I think that's it. I think at the moment we have Athens, 2 clean victories. I think Jenic's in first in the GR3s. Now have a quick look through the grid. So we got Alan in the Jag. So we got Alan in the jog. There's Athens, Spooky Lukey, Lewis. They've got rid of the pink cars. They've gone very full on golf for tonight's race. M3 guy in his Mazda. Wrighton in the golf livery. I think these are liveries made by Dragon Lady.
Dragon Lady.
Yeah, Dragon Lady. And we got Paulie. You got it, Mew. Here we got Fubs. Paulie, Hatton in the pit, Jenik in the pit. Just waiting for Luckman. I believe waiting for Shell Shock to get on track as well. Athens harassing Fubs. So just waiting for Shell Shock to get on track and we'll get this stock check started. Do you think Athens is trying to push Fubs' top speed up a bit?
He's probably a bit jealous of the XP he's got.
It's quite an impressive XP, to be fair.
It is, that's good work. Obviously Luckman being a pro. Foob's got loads.
Luckman's not even on track yet, is he?
Not out yet. He's still tapping away. Shell Shock's in.
Ready.
In he comes.
So no Hansa tonight then, so...
Okay.
Ooh, Shell Shock with a Nice black livery for today.
Nice. This is just going to be like an F1 race.
Ooh.
Like smash into each other down the start-finish straight.
I thought it was a case of I'll watch the start and then I'll go to sleep and wake up at the end.
Ah, there were 3 starts.
Oh, was there? Well, we'll say no more because Wrighton's still trying to watch it.
He's still trying to watch it. Yeah, yeah. I'll watch some highlights later because there was some WTF moments.
Ah. Sounds like it, Mew. A bit of a wreckfest.
Oh yes. I think 13 finished. And they're away.
They've all got away nicely. Now, if last season anything to go by, Spooky could be a surprise package tonight.
Spinnies.
Oh, who's Spinnies?
Alan. Naughty Alan spinning.
And as they all start to go, I missed it. Damn it. Oh.
Big guy, Mike.
Yeah, I imagine the shortcut penalties must be set rather high, because this track is a magnet for them.
Yeah.
So here we go for qualifying. GR1's out lap, and then their qualifying lap, and then they'll exit to the pits, and on Luckman's go ahead, GR3s will come out. So we got Alan flying off into the lead. Now from the test race which we had earlier when Wiz did it a few weeks back, and the Porsches were the superior car on this track. So Alan's
off on the second Lesmo.
Yeah, Alan's had one as well.
They're gonna have to start giving each other a bit of room as they come down the back straight. Or a
Three of
little bit
them.
of cuddles going on there.
There is.
And end up tripping over each other. Still entertaining.
Yeah.
And 3 guy leading the way.
Yeah, and Shell Shock's obviously got delayed coming out, and Alan doing some interesting swerving around the track. In all truth, it's probably the first time he's played GT Sport in quite a while.
Yeah, I think so.
So we got M3 guy on his flying lap with Spooky Lukey.
Giving him a lovely toe down there.
Yeah, he is. Oh yes.
Nick managing to control the beast around that chicane. It's not be very easy for these guys around here.
Nah.
You think they've reduced a lot of downforce from them as well, so they're going to be struggling in corners.
Evening, Petri. Makes a nice change seeing other people doing multi-class. So you got Athens going along nicely.
Yeah, this might not work out very well for Spooky Lukey.
Yeah. Got to readjust, hasn't he? So here we go. M3 guy coming up to line with Spooky Lukey right behind him. So Spooky does a 125.1, M3 guy at 125.9. Athens has come over on 25.8. Hatton comes across the line with a 125.2, which is good enough for third. No, second. It's very hard to tell with them dropping into the pits.
Yeah.
So now we just wait for Shell Shock to come up to the line with a 124.1. So now we just wait for the Mandingo to say GR3s, off you go.
Away the GR3s.
Oh, it'd be brilliant if you wrote that, wouldn't it? And there we go. A couple of them jumped the gun, but it's all good in the hood. So we got Fubs out first, Lewis behind him, Paulie third. Right, and now finally coming out. Lopman and Jennicum obviously giving them plenty of space to get out.
Yeah. Looking forward to another good battle between those two today.
Yes.
They were close last time, weren't they? And I think it was just a pit stop at the wrong time for one of them. It was lucky, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah, I spoke to him after the race and he said he just completely misjudged it, and there we go, Jennick and Lupman out. So Fubs leading out Lewis, who's actually dropped back a bit. Here comes Paulie Archie, up through Ascari. I don't know why, but Jennick's car looks like it's already done about 50 laps. It just looks like it's got a bit dirty already, even though it hasn't.
Yeah, it's busy.
It is.
Very busy.
So there we go, Fubs is starting his lap now.
Interesting to see what sort of speeds they managed to get along here before having a break at the end for the chicane.
170s for Paulie carrying a 172 into Curva Grande. It is the Curva Grande, isn't it?
Oh, I'll have to get my book out. Not my spreadsheets like you and Craden.
Monza. Curva Bisiano. Gotta be careful because we start talking Lesbos and Parabolicas.
He'll get all.
So Fubs coming down to Parabolica. Let's see what time he gets. A 1:38. Lewis with a 1:40. $1:39 for Paulie. Wrighton comes across the line with a 1:40. So that just leaves Jennick. Remember, Mew, what was it? GR4. I'll be
the GR3s.
138. That leaves Lutman. With a 138.5. Me, I'll never say anything rude. So everyone knows coming out the pits to get to Sector 2 to get their times ready. I know, Mew, you'd never do something like that. So once we get everyone out on the track, we'll get a proper look to see what the grid is. At the moment, it's got Shell Shock down as the fastest. If that's to be believed, Shell Shock's on pole. And Jennings Alan in his jog out lovely. Oh, and he tries again.
Bit of rally cross by Alan. Lovely jubbly.
Yeah, he's being bullied by Jennings. So yeah, so it's looking Shell Shock's on pole. Alan second. Spooky third. Hatton in fourth. Ah, I wish there was Mew. Timmy. So Jennings pole for GR3s. Oh, where's M3 guy? Fub's in second. Paulie in eighth.
He's a coming.
Oh, and Lutman's in the pits as well. Timmy. So just wait for Lutman to come out on track. So the GR1 Group C's Shell Shock on pole, Alan in second, Spooky in third, Hatton in fourth, Athens in fifth. Wow, Athens in fifth. M3 guy in sixth. Lutman just coming out now. Wait for his time to register.
Ping.
So Jennings in seventh, leading our GR3s. Fub's in eighth. Lutman in ninth. Paulie in 10th. Wrighton in 11th. And Lewis in 12th. Yeah. Yeah, it is, yeah. Spot on. So here we go. The button has been pressed. The race is ready to go. Quick reminder of it's softs and mediums for today. Tyre wears ×4. Got to do 6 laps on medium. Starting fuels at 80%. Fuel consumptions ×3, and it's 24 laps. And as always, rolling start to get us going. So we got a Nissan Jog, Mazda. So we've got a mixed top 3 at the moment.
And we are away.
We are.
We are go, go, go. All quite sensible back in the GR3s.
Yeah, that's what I just look at.
Got cars holding each other. We've now got Fabuki's just come out of the slipstream of Jennick,
So
and
Alan
passes
coming to the first chicane. Alan's really set his car.
Fabuki gone wide. Let's see if we can see that.
Let's have a look, see if I've got it.
That's probably right back to the start.
Yes, yeah, I've just shown it. Yeah, strange because he got past Jenik. So Alan is in first, Spooky's up into second, Shell Shock's in third, Hatton in fourth, Athens in fifth, M3 going sixth, Jenik in the lead, still with Luckman in eighth, Paulie in ninth, and Lewis has got past Wrighton as well. And poor old Fubs right at the back. He always seems to suffer on this track as well.
Just getting a replay of the start come up. So it's a good start by the first four in the GR3. See a nice slipstream off the back of Jenik helping him out.
Shell Shock's
moves to the inside.
Shell Shock's just done a lovely manoeuvre on Spooky. Ooh, two abreast. Two abreast through the chicane, it's just never going to work. And now Spooky's dropped down to third with Hatton and Athens right behind him. And Alan is absolutely tearing it away. 4 seconds in the lead. Two breasts are always preferred.
Hey. You've got Paulie Archie leading Luckman and Lewis into the second Lesmo.
Do we know what happened to Luckman?
No.
Looks like Paulie took him into the first chicane. And Lewis closing right up on the back of Luckman. And Fubs starting to slowly catch back up to Wrighton. And I'm just watching this GR1 train down the straight. Hatton looking to make the move on Spooky where the first chicane should be. Oh, contact
into the parabolica.
A lot of bouncing off each other here. Spooky's managed to hold Hatton off. Oh, I think Hatton might pick a bit of penalty for cutting a bit of the chicane there. Apparently not.
Luckman set the Porsche up for, looks like a high top end. With the slipstream moves away from Lewis down straight.
Lewis just tucked him behind, although can't even keep up with him. It looks like Fubs is closing right up on Wrighton now. So Alan still 4 seconds in the lead. Shell Shock in second. Spooky managed to get some space between him and Hatton. And Hatton with some experience points.
Wrighton goes wide at the first Lesmo, but Fabuki follows him through. We're out with the second Lesmo and Fabuki's past him.
I'll just flip to them then.
So go down towards Uskari.
Yes, Luckman's left Lewis well behind him. So it's almost like you could have a drinking game out of this race. Every time someone gets a penalty, have a drink.
Hey, it's a Sunday night.
Oh no. So Alan now 6.7 seconds clear in the lead. Shell Shock now has got Spooky closing up right behind him. I think Athens has gone for a strategy, Mew. I think that's why he's so low down. Alan's just gone out for an all-out pace by the look of it with that car. So Hatton's dropped back a bit from Spooky. But Spooky is now clawing his way up to Shell Shock. Yeah, now Luckman is now starting to close up on Paulie. But Alan, 230 round the curve of Bassiano. 5 mile an hour is quicker than Shell Shock's going.
Fubuki with his wiper blades on.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, somehow, but he's got them.
Yeah, I can see it.
Right up behind him.
Yeah, Ryan looks like he's... Ooh, Ryan's making full use of that slipstream there.
He is, isn't he? Sticking behind someone like Fubuki who's very fast, and you can just save yourself some fuel sat there and just use him.
Hatton went to have a look. Hatton got very close to Spooky then, was looking to make a move.
Goes on to the mediums. 4 laps on the soft, into the mediums. As everybody else is doing.
Most people are on the mediums though, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I think by the end of this lap we'll have our first overtake, our first laps. I'll let you off, maybe, as I like you. I'm not a brummie, and Spooky having a look on Shell Shot there. Yeah, you just made Budgie's night there. The Spooky now really, as I go through the Lesmos, a little bit wide. Well, he's closed right up on Shell Shock. Jenik, 2 seconds clear. Oh, and Luckman seems to have dropped back a bit from Paulie. So Fub's now up into 10th. Right in 11th. Oh. And Lewis has got Alan. Oh, he's got 3 angry Oh.
Oh, so coming together in the GR1s between Hatton and Spooky. Hatton threw it up the inside going into Parabolica, and they caught each other.
Yeah, it looks... Hatton completely missed his braking point, didn't he? Now, I don't understand why Lewis has gone 4 laps on the softs and then onto the mediums. I believe he may have got himself a bit confused there. And Athens now, because of Spooky and Hatton going wide, he's up to 3rd. Spooky's in 4th, Hatton's in 5th, M3 going 6th, Jenik all on his lonesome. We're about to have a Alan in his jog. Come flying past him. Luckman's obviously got himself back sorted there. With Fubs 3.8 seconds behind him. And then we got Wrighton in 11th and Lewis back in 12th. So now Athens is starting to close up.
Mandingo pits.
On Shell Shock now. Oh, we have our first disconnect. Spooky's gone.
Luckman going for some black tyres. And there go, some nice soft ones.
Just to read. So Spooky Loki is retired from the race. Alan, 9 seconds clearer in the front. Ooh. That looked a little scary. Athens coming past Jenick there. And then which just caused Jenick to have some major issues. I want to see if there was any contact there. Oh! Oh.
That was unexpected. Is that because he was a lot slower coming back on the track then?
I'm not sure. Jenick was just on Hatton. Just totally missed.
Back for Jenick. So it's like he had an accident and then 2 and 1.
No, there was a little bit of contact, I think, between Athens took him on the inside coming out of Lisbon too, and then Hatton clipped his rear end, which sent him off into the barrier.
So they Paulie Archie right up.
It has. So Athens in 3rd, Hatton in 4th, M3 guy in 5th. Oh, Hatton's pitted. And M3 guys come flying past him.
Made it through. Yes, made it through on the into the first Lesmo.
And now Jenick's got himself settled back down. He's starting to pull away from Hatton again. It's kind of looking like it. So Shell Shock's into the pits. Fubs at the moment is up into 8th. Luckman in 9th after his pit stop. Lewis is in 10th. Wrighton in 11th. Who I believe has had his pit stop.
Oh, that's not helpful, gentlemen.
Oh, what's happened?
Oh, I just had Nick had gone on the inside in the Parabolica with Fubuki, but Hatton's there as well, so there was a bit of sub touching.
See if I can see it. Yep.
Really used to getting that right. It's a very difficult thing overtaking.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
The car and it's gets like that. You've got to almost read in front, and sometimes you just got to lay off and follow him round. We've got some yellow flags. Hatton's had an off. He's back on after the Variante de Rosia.
Is that the Lesmo?
The chicane before the Lesmo. Paulie Archie's had an off as well, and that's setting back a little bit. Because Fubuki is now neck and neck.
He is.
Scary. It's enough. Especially when the person in front of you's got a penalty, you can break that a little bit later and zip on for it.
So there we go. So we got Fubs, who is now leading the GR3s. Paulie Archie in 2nd. Jenick in 3rd. Who's pitted, but Paulie and Fubs still need to pit. Luckman's there in 9th.
Right up behind him.
Lewis in 10th. So Paulie's into the pits. Now Athens got some clear air. Will he try and break something into the Allen and his jog lead? So you got Alan in first. Oh, we've probably got enough fuel to perhaps do one more lap. Shell Shock in third. M3 going fourth. Go on, Nick. Hatton in fifth. And then we got Fubs. 9 seconds clear Genic, but he's got a pit. Oh, I see Luckman bit wide through Lesmo 1. Oh, and there's his off. A little bit of an accident for Mandingo there. Lewis with Alan. Yeah. So Lewis gonna have to make his second pit stop very soon. Paulie there in 10th. Right, and just 2 seconds behind him in 11th. And Athens is starting to make some inroads onto Alan's lead. Shell Shock in a very lonely third place. M3 going fourth. 4 seconds clear of Hatton, who's in fifth. Genic now back into the lead as Fubs is into the pits. As we start our 11th lap of 24. Fubs has come back out in second place in the GR3s, but with the Mandingo already at full speed. So Alan has had his pit stop now, and Athens still going along, who's got a pit in the next lap.
So I think now is the time that we should do the bonus part of the segment. It's that me and you try and figure out the fuel load for the GR3s. So that
so if I look,
when would it take so far? I think that's
2.
one time I've been done in it.
2.
Ath's on lap 13 at the moment.
Genic's on 11.
2. Double that. Looks like they can have 4 off, so 20 laps for the GR3.
And I think that's why Genic's only put half a tank of fuel in, because they started the race with 80%. So maybe he's thinking one more pit stop.
I think he is, yeah. That may be the long way to go if it's the reduced amount of laps.
Well, Fubs has put in a good 80%. So Fubs is thinking he's probably going to do 22 laps. And he's now got Luckman right up him. And Luckman's coming straight, flying straight past him, with Alan doing a cheeky manoeuvre on both of them. So yet Luckman's took that place back from Fubs. Almost repeated lap 1, but held it. Well done, Fubs. And it is a good recovery by Fubs, but we all know how good a driver Fubs is. So now they've got Shell Shock coming up behind them.
It's a great bit of driving by Shell Shock along there as well. That's the way to do it. If you can't pass safely,
just sit back.
That's how it's supposed to be done, boys and girls.
That was the way I did it in the last season of the ISRL multi-class.
Letting the GR3s past.
No, just sitting behind the GR3s. But I think it caused Raiden to get grey hairs. Because I knew I wasn't safe overtaking them. So I just sat there.
It's a little wide but holds it together, and he's off down there again. He's got some good soft tyres on him.
Yes, because Lutman's definitely going to have to do another pit. So,
Foobs won't have to. I think he's got 3/4 of a tank. Decent tyres.
So, Alan's just gone past Jenik again. 4 seconds clear of Shellshock, who's in second, who's 3 seconds behind in front of Athens. He's got 35 seconds on M3 guy, and there's Hatton making a move on M3 guy. Hatton's done that one cleanly. As they come down to this chicane, both of them got past Lewis nice and safely. So Jenik. So Jenik 14 seconds in front, with Athens right behind him as they go around the parabolica. And Fubs got back in front of Lutman. Can we see how...
So throwing this into the mix, if you have Jenik needing to pit again, 14 in front of Ibuki, who might not have to pit again depending on what our maths and fuel level knowledge is like.
I don't think Fubs is going to need to pit again. Fubs has definitely gone for the one stop.
Yeah. So that's going to be quite close when he comes out. I don't know how long the pit stop is on here, but...
Looking at the times, it's about... Ooh. About 14 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, nicely held there by Jenik. But the difference is, when Jenik comes out, he's going to have the fresher rubber.
Yeah.
Well, saying that, Fubs' tyres still look very good. Oh. I believe Lutman may have had an unfortunate incident. Because he's dropped down. He's dropped down into 10th. Oh no, he's pitted. That's what it is. So Lutman's got his pit stop out of the way. Do think he may have put a bit too much fuel in, because the 3 laps down, and he's put about 80% fuel.
Yeah, that might be a wee mistake there. We'll wait and see.
So we got Alan 6.9 seconds clear of Shellshock in second, whose tyres are looking very worn. Athens in third, 4 seconds behind him. Hatton 32 seconds behind Athens, who's just gone past Fubs. M3 guy in 5th, there'll be fresh rubber on. And we have Jenik in 6th, 14 seconds clear of Fubs in 2nd. And the other thing to throw into the mix, although, as we know from round 1, penalties don't come into it when your lap's down.
No.
So that's...
Yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. Just looking at this right and came out of the pits. He's he nearly put 3/4 of a tank in. That's allowed Lewis to get quite close up behind him as well. He's down to 2.5 seconds behind.
Yeah, because Alan's on lap 18.
Jenik pits.
Oh.
He's pulled away slightly from Ibuki over the last couple of laps, so he should really come out in front of him.
So Fubs now onto the home straight.
Jenik now pulling out. It's going to take him a while, and he comes out behind.
Yes. And the thing is, he's going to be end up probably 3-4 seconds behind by the time he gets up to speed.
Yeah, the 3.4.
Yep, and
Janet can get his head down now and crack after Fubuki. Fubuki with a lighter fuel load but tyres that are older.
And they're going to have a charging Alan come up behind them soon. You know,
Yes,
Petri, we noticed he's got his windscreen wipers going.
It must be mapped onto an obscure steering wheel button somewhere.
Oh no, that's M3 guy coming up behind Jenik now. I should have realised by the scream.
Yeah.
But Alan's not too far behind them either. So Alan is pulling away from Shell Shock. And Athens is starting to close in. Just 2 seconds down on Shell Shock now, so this could get interesting in the last 5 laps. Hatton in 4th. Very lonely race. M3 guy in 5th. I believe he is actually starting to close in a bit on Hatton. Fubs has managed to hold that 3.4 second lead over Jenik. Paulie in 8th. 11 seconds behind Jenik. 16 in front of Wrighton. But Wrighton's got a speeding Lotman coming up very quickly behind him. And then we have Lewis back in 11th. So yeah, so Athens less than 2 seconds now behind Shell Shock. So Jenik is starting to close up onto Fubs, and Alan's come past him at probably the best point of all.
Works out well for Shell Shock.
Shell Shock.
Yeah, come through Ascari and just the right point, got behind Paulie Archie and was able to pull round in without being slowed down too much there.
But Athens has closed right up on him now though. As we start lap 21 or 24. Jenik's on lap 18, so there's 3. Still that 3 seconds behind.
Right, and going off for a little wave at the stewards.
That's nice of him.
Say hello, yeah, and see the fans, give them a little wave.
Give him a high five as you drive past.
Yeah. That's right, Lutman could get just, well, that's 2.1 seconds behind.
I'm just having a watch of Athens, see he's closed right up on Shell Shock now. Oh, little. So we've got the battle of the Porsche and the Nissan here. Shell Shock
in front of them now.
Yes. Oh, Jenik is actually starting to close up on Fubs as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Bit wide by Fubs there.
What did you?
Shell Shock trying to break the slipstream.
Athens tyres shot to bits. 14 seconds in front. The shell shocks aren't much better. Athens are much better. You'd expect Athens to be getting past them soon.
Oh, both got a bit of tail happy there. So we get the Lesmo 1. And into Lesbo 2. Boom.
Yay. Kabuki now leading by 2.3 from Jenik. It's getting close.
Shell shock is not making this easy for Athens.
We may well have an overtake from the Lookman soon.
Oh.
The two Jossie's Giants getting close there.
I think Athens is just waiting to as they come up for the penultimate lap. Oh, a bit wide by Athens. But slips back into that slipstream there.
Looks like we might have been right about the fuel level. Lewis looks like he's got it perfect.
Yeah, Fubs may have... Well, Fubs and Jenik have almost ended up on the same.
Yeah.
Wrighton's got it. He's filled up to the mark, hasn't he? Lockman's probably got it pretty close. So you got Alan coming down to the Parabolica for the penultimate time. Closing up on M3 guy. Oh, and that's
Lookman's final lap. The GR3's final lap, I would guess then.
So Athens is, and for me looking back to the field, I've missed Athens. Obviously made his move on shell shock in the Lesmos. And he's already put time into shell shock. Looks like shell shock's got his fuel absolutely spot on. In fact, the GR1s, most of them have. So Fubs 1.6 seconds in front of Jenik now.
They might just have that one extra lap to go.
Yep, one more lap to go.
Stay in front of them, just that.
Yeah, because where is Alan? Yeah, Alan's just come to the Lesmos.
Already Archie one more lap. Right, I'll get one more lap as well then, I think.
And Lookman. Yes. Alan's just come through the Scari. Jenik now.
21 laps of the GR3s. Oh no, I think that's Lewis will be the first one to cross the line. The GR3s.
I'm just watching the Jenik and Fubs. Fubs still 1.3 seconds in the clear with Jenik having Hatton right behind him.
Alan wins.
So Alan with a victory. Jenik now 1.2 seconds behind Fubs.
Athens crosses the line 2.9 seconds in front of Shell Shock.
And I believe Hatton has very nearly run out of fuel because he's allowed Jenik and Fubs. Jenik has caught up with Fubs and he's got past him. I have no idea what's happened to Fubs, but he seems to...
Is that fuel saving?
It must be.
Or is that an accident? Let's see if I can go back.
I don't think there is. It's just fuel. Because there's absolutely no damage on his car. So our result is that Alan in his jog. is our winner. Fastest lap as well. Athens, credible second, up from 5th. Shellshock in 3rd. Hatton in 4th. M3 guy comes over the line in 5th. Jenik, no idea, but Jenik with a well-deserved 6th and 1st in the GR3s. Fubs was 3rd. Paulie was 4th. No, Fubs was 2nd in the GR3s. Before I get myself too confused, let's do it the proper way. So here we go. So Alan was our race winner. Athens was in 2nd, Shellshock in 3rd, Hatton in 4th, M3 guy in 5th. With our GR3s, it was Jenik, Fubs, Paulie, Wrighton, Luckman and Lewis. And our one disconnect was Spooky. So there we go, guys. Quick message to them. Great racing, guys. So there we go. Not a bad race in the end.
No, something going on all the time with that one.
Yeah. And did you notice after I said about turning the drinking into a drinking game, penalties seemed to go down a bit?
Yeah, they didn't want us drinking before. I'm going to get up and go to work tomorrow.
So next week we're at Fuji International Speedway, the short course. Should be very interesting. Right guys, well I'm going to end the stream there. Thanks for watching. Look after yourselves and have a great week. Give it a like and subscribe as well if you feel like it. So say bye bye, Butch.
See you later, everyone. Have a great week. Cheerio.
Bye.